When I started, I wanted proof of concept. The second month, after spending maybe like $500 the first month, I spent $25,000 on inventory. When I told people about it, they were looking like they were gonna have a heart attack. Had no money to pay that, believed in the vision that I had. I think that's part of the reason why I'm here today.
Hello, Jack. Glad to have you here in this new video for Amazon sellers. I think gonna be really valuable for those Amazon sellers that are just starting or the ones who are being in the spectrum for so long time, but they are not profitable yet. So I would like to have your proper introduction first. Tell me about yourself. What do you do? Yeah.
I appreciate you for having me on. Jack Agwell, 26 years old, and I full-time sell on Amazon.
Yeah, that's great. Right now, could you share your revenue or your income just to give some motivation to our viewers?
Yeah, so it ranges in between 500,000 to 750 in sales every year. Profit margin, probably around like 20-ish% of that.
Yeah, okay. That's a good range, we will say. I would like to know, where were you before Amazon? Who was Jack Hagwell before Amazon?
Yeah, I was kind of all over the place. I did a lot of regular 9 to 5 jobs. I was on track to go to college and have I guess, normal type of career. My parents set me up really well growing up, and I had a really good track record for where I was going, but it just didn't really fit me, I guess. So that's why I started looking into other things.
Sounds like you have like the typical path, right? Everything in order, but something you feel off, or why did you decide to become an Amazon seller?
I just didn't like I guess, conformity of a 9 to 5, somebody telling you have to be here this hour to this hour. You can't really do what you want to do. You can't take time off unless it's approved by somebody else. It just didn't really fit me as a person, I guess.
Your main driver, we can say, was freedom, right? That was your main motivation?
Exactly. Yeah. Time freedom is the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, many people, they're aiming to achieve that. So they are really interesting. How was your learning process?
Yeah, I did a lot of online stuff before. I tried drop shipping, and I tried kind of like reselling sneakers on StockX, which I feel like a lot of people that I meet kind of went through the same path. But for Amazon, I just started watching YouTube content. I took probably 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month, and I was just watching content all day long, just absorbing as much as I could. And then once I felt comfortable, that's when I really kind of jumped into things on my own and gave it a shot.
Okay, so you lock in for a while, we can say like that, and
Yeah.
then when you feel ready enough with all this knowledge, you jump.
Right. Exactly.
So what was the first thing you learned about Amazon in this learning process, right? Or that key thing that you felt really important?
Just that you could source on your own. I learned how to source first. That's what I focused on, pretty much everything. Like what I make YouTube videos on now, that's pretty much all that I absorbed, is just how can you actually make a product profitable, and then how to make money off of that. Because if you don't know how to do that, you can't run the business.
So we could say that the key is in buying more than selling. It's like you are protecting from risk, and in this process, in the sourcing, on the product sourcing phase.
Exactly, because anything will sell on Amazon, but if you don't know how to make the product profitable yourself, then you can have sales numbers all day, but you won't make any money from it.
And how much was your initial investment?
I actually didn't put any of my own money into product. I just paid for the software. So it was about $250 for the month. And then I used business credit cards for all the products. So I didn't have to really put forth anything.
Okay. I think I understand. Use your credit leverage, right? And once you have the right product through your product sourcing skills, use your credit leverage or your credit cards, buy the product, get the product, put out there on Amazon, and then sell it before the credit card is due, right? Basically,
Exactly.
that's a new insight, because I think it's first time we hear it in this channel. I don't know if before in previous interviews. It's a really good strategy. Many will think it's risky, but if you are prepared and you have these kind of tools and materials, I think it's a great way to start. So the capital initial investment is not It's no excuse anymore. What do you do, FBA or FBM?
I do FBA for probably 10 months out of the year. And then starting on November 15th until the end of December, I go and I merchant fulfill everything because of the holiday rush.
Okay, maybe you could tell me a little more about Q4.
Yeah. So during this time of year, it actually pretty much starts on November 15th. All of the warehouses tend to slow down, the Amazon warehouses, because of the increased demand. Everybody's sending in a ton more product than they normally would. So, because of that, if you're sending out shipments that would normally take maybe a week for your products to become available, it could take 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks because of that increase and slowdown. So, it's a lot easier to merchant fulfill everything. So that way, when you get the product in hand, you can instantly sell it. Your cash flow turns over a lot quicker because how quickly orders are going out. So you're able to reinvest and even replenish products a lot quicker doing it that way.
Actually, sounds like this season is a special season where you need to adapt your certain strategies a little bit and your logistics mostly. Which are some key tools that you use to keep your Amazon business ongoing?
There's only 4 softwares that I've ever used throughout my whole journey. Keepa and SellerAmp for finding products, analyzing them, Inventory Lab for profit and shipping in products, and then BQool, of course, for repricing products. And that's all that I think anybody needs to succeed in Amazon.
And what common advice do you usually disagree with?
That you need to kind of think too much into stuff. Like a lot of people will overcomplicate things, try to find the perfect product and perfect situation, whereas it's
Hmm.
not really that complicated. All you have to do is just look at the data. And if the data is telling you yes, then it's a yes. And a lot of people will put their emotions into things as well, whereas they are really like hurting for a good product and then buy something that isn't as good as what it should be.
I hear the emotional side of the business a couple times. Seems like the people overlook at it, and actually, it's what drive you to take good or bad decisions. Keep your emotions, accountability of your emotions, we can
Mhm.
say, or in order. So, what is your checklist to decide if it's a profitable product for you?
I go for nothing less than 25% ROI, just so that way it will leave room because if you're familiar with Amazon, prices do change. So
Mhm.
I like to have a buffer in there. I typically also try to stay around like $5 or more profit, which a lot of people don't do. They go lower than that, but I think the less amount of units I have to sell to make the same thing, it's easier and quicker. I don't have anything for competition, like a number of sellers or anything. Sales rank probably around 150,000 BSR or less. And as long as the offer count's moving, it's selling and I'm buying it.
I want to remember our viewers that you have available a coaching program one-on-one, right?
Yep.
So they can use your Calendly link. Is on gonna be in this video, gonna be in the description below, or they can go to your social as well. When did you become profitable?
I was actually profitable, I guess, the first month. The only thing is that I started at the end of 1 month. So my only negative is the first shipping cost of sending products in. After that, everything was profitable, which I guess is rare.
Yeah, I think it is rare, but if you want to succeed, you need to step out of the average, I think. So that's why we doing this type of videos, providing the best material, the best tool in repricing with BQool. You have BQool YouTube channel, you have Jack Howell socials and YouTube channel, right? We invite everyone to sign up with Jack Howell affiliate link, gonna be in our description below, also gonna be in his socials, and comment the word repricer if you are this far in the interview. Okay, let's go to the next question. Which are the best practices you consider for your business?
I mean, I guess referencing back to what I was saying, keeping emotions out of it, being disciplined enough to keep doing it because you're the only one in this job that's holding yourself accountable. If you don't
Mhm.
want to work, you don't have to. And that's a tough learning curve for a lot of people is pushing themselves to do it. And then also outsourcing certain things when you get to a certain level. Right now, my business for the last year or so has run solely on virtual assistants. And then they find all my products and I have people that do my prep as well. So it takes a lot of the time out of my hands to where I can focus on the next thing that I need to do or increasing and scaling things.
Sounds more related to the mindset, right? Or what is your key to developing the right mindset?
Listening to people that are in the same either line of work as you are, or listening to people that are where you want to end up. And I try to focus and learn a lot from either absorbing content from people that are, I guess, where I want to be with financial and time freedom, and then kind of weeding out advice from people that aren't where I want to be.
Now you're gonna be that person for many, you know?
Yeah.
How that makes you feel?
Different. That's for sure.
It's,
Yeah, it's very different.
it's different, but it's
Yeah.
a responsibility too, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's good because it's part of your success. It's a package. That's why we are doing this type of content to help others. What are 5 concepts people must understand to succeed in the Amazon business?
Yeah, the first one would definitely be discipline beats passion, because you can care as much as you want to, but if you don't actually do anything, then what can you expect to happen, right? Like it doesn't get you anywhere just wanting something. You actually have to put the work in and do it. Something that was big for me was not comparing myself to other people, because in this business you can really do as much as you can, but like I was 23, 22 when I started, and I was seeing 18-year-olds blowing me out of the water. And
Oh,
it was hard to watch, but also everybody's on their own pace and their own path. So you have to, go at your own route, basically. Surrounding yourself with Amazon is a huge thing, like immersing yourself in it and just taking in as much as you can. Even at my level, I'm still learning from other people that are past me. And that's something that I try to always do. Networking with other sellers as well, because you never know what value somebody else can bring to you. And yes, it is a one person business, but you always want to keep growing and keep improving. And then I've said it twice already, but it's huge, is listening not to your emotions, but the data. That's what I tell everybody. It's just, you can't you can't get too involved in that, and you have to let the market tell you what to do.
that's great. Let the market tell you what to do. That sounds great. Awesome. What is a red flag or a big signal to know that a product is not convenient to sell?
A lot of new sellers will just go for products that are profitable right away, like off the product page. If, for
Mhm.
example, when I was starting, it is closed off now to new sellers, but Nike, I did a lot of, and they would have sales on their website. Use this code for 25% off. And every single one of those listings ended up tanking and becoming not profitable. And if you're not making the product good, it's probably not a great product to invest in.
Okay, I understand. Now, since like you have a race start because you get yourself ready enough, prepare and learn enough about Amazon, have you ever had or what was the hardest moment in your Amazon journey?
Probably in the first like 8 months or so, like I said, I did a lot of Nike products. It was probably 95% of my entire catalog. And there was a point where I had to fight a customer complaint that was
Mhm.
wrongfully submitted. And they ended up restricting that entire brand for me at the time. So I lost basically my entire revenue stream for a good like 3 weeks or so. And thankfully got it back and everything was solved because I did everything I was supposed to do and didn't do anything wrong in the first place. But that was very scary, thinking that everything was just going to end. But it ended up teaching me to diversify and not put all your eggs in one basket, which I think has helped me a lot throughout the rest of the process.
Oh, that's great. This is a tough experience, but I think many can learn from that. Yeah, indeed. Even in life. Do you
Yeah.
have any life philosophy, by the way?
Something big that I learned in the beginning was consistency creates complacency.
Mhm.
And we do pretty much the same things over and over again in this business, but you always need to be expanding. And if you get too comfortable doing the same thing, you will eventually hit a plateau. And some people are okay with that because it's where they want to be. But I want to keep growing it. So I need to keep looking for new things and how to expand and scale.
No get in the comfort zone too long time, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hear your 5 concepts and I think are amazing for Amazon sellers. But if you have any extra tips to people that they want to start on Amazon business today, what you will share?
Stop waiting and don't listen to anybody that isn't where you want to be and not supporting what you want to do. Because when I started, I wanted proof of concept and I got it. And then the second month, after spending maybe like $500 the first month, I spent 25,000 on inventory, which is very risky. And when I told people about it, they were looking like they were going to have a heart attack because I had no money to pay that, but I believed in the vision that I had. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm here today. So if you really feel like it's where you want to be and what you want to do, then go for it and do as much as you can to succeed in it.
You would say that the confidence that you had at that time when you took those quote unquote risky decisions came from your preparation and your skills. Like you get the time to get ready to really understand this business and then say, okay, I can do this way and will work.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sounds great. Awesome to listen to you. I think so many people are going to be pleased to learn from you. Hope they book a coaching with you one-on-one. And if they have more questions, they have Jack Howell YouTube channel. You are sharing many insightful information there. We have our YouTube channel, BQool. And remember, use BQool Repricing, Jack Howell affiliate link. If you like this content and this type of content, remember to subscribe our YouTube channel and get ready to push your Amazon store to the next level with BQool. See you in the next one.